Hey everyone, this is Laurie and I am going to talk to you tonight about some different ways that you can build your business not on social media. There's many trainings out there on how to build on social media, and I've actually done some trainings on how to build on social media as well. But I do have a lot of people on my team that are not actually on social media, and back in the day before there was social media, I built several businesses and got into the 5 and 6 figure incomes. A lot of people ask me about things like that all the time. Like, what if you don't want to be on social media? Or maybe you are, but you're having trouble on social media, or you want to just do both. So, any of those options, this is for you. So listen in. You can post your comments and questions below. You can share this with a friend. You can subscribe if you're listening to this on Apple Podcasts or iTunes or the Google Podcasts or on YouTube. You can subscribe. But anyway, I hope this helps you. And if it has, if you're listening on the podcast, please give me a 5-star review and leave a nice comment. But you can also share it to your story, share it with a friend. I'm just going to go over a few different ways and ideas. So what you can think of. So one thing is to get out and network in person. So you can attend different industry events. You can go to different conferences locally. You can go to different local meetups. So you can go to meetup.com and look for different, you can type in networking, or you can even Google networking in your city, and a bunch of different networking meetings will come up. Many are free, some are paid. The ones that are paid, sometimes they let you come to the first one or two for free, and then after that they ask you to pay, but you can still meet people and get to know people that way, and then make introductions and do like one-on-one meetings with people after you meet them to build that relationship with them, connect with them on social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, wherever you connect, Instagram. But also get involved in other communities in your community. So, or other like associations. Like if you have hobbies, look up different hobbies and look for something in your area. One thing that I did is we just built our custom dream home in a neighborhood. It's the first time for me living in a neighborhood. And so I joined a bunco group in our neighborhood. And so that's allowing me to get new connections and meet new people and get to know different people. And the same thing, you don't want to go in and like spam people about your business or whatever. But as you get to know people, someone might ask you about it. You can bring it up at different times if it's an appropriate time. I'm more about building the relationships. When you build the relationships properly, then the business will automatically happen. But think about, you know, other things that you're interested in, like if you like to knit or if you like to walk. I joined a walking group. I'm trying to walk more, get my steps in. You could do that. An exercise group, you can join a gym or some different classes at a gym. So whatever your interests are, think about those and then join different groups in your local area that have to do with those. You could also do, I joined a group that is just women that get together and go to dinner every once in a while. So that's another way you could just meet different people. And then another thing is to become a content powerhouse. Like, put different content out there. Of course, that content can go on social media and should if you are building on social media, but you want to create valuable and informative content that's going to cater to your target audience needs and interests. So you can write blog posts, you can write guest articles on other people's blogs, you can write an ebook, you can even start a podcast. So all different kinds of ways that you could establish yourself as a leader in whatever field that you are in. And then another thing is to prioritize and maintain and provide exceptional customer service. So for the customers that you do have, go that extra mile for them. Respond promptly to questions, to address, any concerns that they have, and personalize your interactions with them. Check up with them, follow up with them. One huge thing that we did, and that was one of my biggest pet peeves through this whole process of, we remodeled one house, we renovated another house completely, and then we built a custom home. But working with different builders, different people, different different handymen or electricians or painters, or different people in the fields, where I bought lots and lots and lots and lots of things, and some places spent thousands and thousands with people, and they didn't reply back. If I texted them, they didn't answer for days, or if I left a voicemail, didn't respond back, or if I sent an email, not responding back, or not responding back in a decent amount of time, or if you question something, then responding back with an attitude. So I was never rude, always give people the benefit of the doubt. But if I did have a question, I wanted my concern or question answered, right? And if you want to have that, that endless referrals that you get without even asking from people, then you need to respond to your customers and their questions, and also just check in with them. Hey, how's it going? Even if you hadn't heard, don't just think, oh, well, I didn't hear anything, so I'm done. I got their money, I'm done with them. No, follow back up with them, check in on them, see how they're doing. If they do reach out, answer their questions. It doesn't have to be right away, right? Like, we know you're busy, right? I'm busy. I don't answer people immediately unless they happen to text or message me right when I happen to be on whatever that app is that I'm responding on. But most of the time, I do business in time blocks, and I work on the balance of my family and personal life and my grandson and my husband and friends and family. So I very much time block things, and I'm not checking my texts all the time, but I do always respond within 24 hours. And if I don't, that means there's something wrong. So think about that and make sure you're responding to people. And then form strategic partnerships. So collaborate with a complementary business, so that way you can reach new audiences and kind of cross promote each other. So look for those win-win type partnerships that's going to add value on both sides. So whatever you're selling, if there's another company, product, service that would be not competing but complementary to yours, then you can partner up. So like, one lady on my team, with the patches, it's kind of a health related business. So she has a group that meets like once a month or once a week, that has different people in different health areas that meet up together, and they collaborate together with each other. So that's another way to do it as well. And then one big thing you want to do is master the art of referrals and testimonials. So one thing, follow up with your customers, check in with them, see how they're doing, get your testimonials. If they do have an issue, help fix it. But, if they're satisfied, if they're happy, ask for testimonials and show those positive testimonials and different case studies. If you have something that's scientific, show that on your website, show it in your marketing materials, share it with other people, your prospects, but build that trust and credibility. And, you can do that through social proof if you are building online. And like I said, if you're not building online, you can print out testimonials. You can have them on your phone as screenshots. Um, Also invest in targeted advertising. So there's traditional advertising channels, like there's print, there's radio, there's local TV, there's of course online, Google, social media, lots of places like that. You want to make sure that you watch your budget. You want to be careful of places that offer to do it for you so you don't get in trouble or don't get taken advantage of. So that's a very touchy subject, but you want to check into it if you are looking to do it that way. You can also, at the grocery store, they have the shopping carts and they have the little advertising on the shopping carts usually, so there's all different kinds of ways. You can also, I had my last vehicle it was completely wrapped about me and my business. And so you could do that if you wanted as well. So there's lots of different things you can do. And then you can also, with your current customers or even prospects, possibles, you can host, depending on what you sell, you can do workshops or you could do events. So like we have a dinner the first Tuesday night of every month from 7 to 9 at Cheddar's in Brentwood. And then we have a lunch the second Wednesday of every month, same place, from 11:30 to 1. So we invite people to come and they can hear about the product, they can eat with us, they can network with other people, they can get to know other people in the business. But that also helps to build relationships and, connecting people with other people. And then also outside of social media, optimize your website if you have one for lead generation. So make sure that your website is user friendly. Make sure it's optimized for the search engines. Then you can capture leads through strategic calls to action. You can also have email opt-ins. You can have a contact form where you capture people's emails and then you can follow up with them. And then you want to try to convert those website visitors into loyal customers. Now, the same thing with that, you want to check with your company. If you're working with a company, to make sure that you follow all the rules with that. But if it's your own business, then, you don't have to worry about that, but you should be capturing people that visit your website. And then the same thing with that, embrace through the email marketing. So as you build that email list, you want to nurture relationships with your audience through regular email newsletters. One huge thing I say is not email spam, email newsletters. That means you're offering valuable content. Sometimes you're offering exclusive deals, promotions. You want to keep your customers engaged and informed, but you do not want to be spamming them. Like, don't mail them every single day. Don't mail them several times a day. There's a few lists that I had joined and then I'm getting like 10 emails a day from them. I'm unsubscribing immediately. Even if I get one email a day, unless it's very valuable content over and over, and then sometimes a deal, I'm going to unsubscribe. If you're just sending me deals all the time, unless it's like Walmart where they're always offering deals, right? I don't want to, I don't want to be sold to over and over and over and over. And most of your customers don't either. They want to have some valuable content. So make sure you're providing that. And then track and analyze your results. So measure the effectiveness of your offline marketing efforts. Use the data, use your analytics to understand what's working for you and what's not. One huge thing I am is for spreadsheets. I'm a data type person and techie type person, and I'm looking for all my information and I'm keeping track of everything probably way more than I even should. Right. But you want to keep track of things so that way you can refine your strategies and you can optimize your approach to get maximum impact. But overall, above everything else, remember building a successful business does take time, it takes effort, and it takes dedication. So, social media can be a very powerful tool, but also following these offline strategies can also pave the way for substantial growth and long term success. And if you want to do both, that's even better. But the thing is, if it's one of those that says, it's too good to be true, then it probably is. Any successful business that is a real business is going to take time, effort, and dedication. So be patient, but actually work in order to get the results. So I hope that helped you, and I will see you all next time. Thanks so much for tuning in. Have a great night, everyone.